Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Under the Weather DENcast. Feeling kind of poopy, so I'm taking it chill tonight, folks. But we got a lot of stuff to talk about. Anybody want to kick us off? What's up, Casual? How you doing?
I got a question since you guys have had it for about a week now.
Mm-hmm.
How are the new phones?
Oh, great.
Yeah. Pretty good.
Pretty good.
I'm really
trying.
digging my battery life.
It's good. I'm gonna
Me
go
too.
into this not cynical about this. Good changes besides USB-C from the last phone.
Yeah. I'd say so.
Standout feature.
I like the little island at the top instead of like the notch.
Yeah, for sure. That's a good one.
Okay,
I
so
think
anytime you
everything
guys,
looks cleaner too.
um, so you guys are talking about this in our group chat. What do you mean by island at the top over notch?
Instead of the little haircut thing at the top, it's like brought down a little bit and it's like so there's a little screen above it and around it and it like it's like a little screen of its own where the camera is and
Oh,
like
okay. Okay.
it expands if you get a notification or like take a screenshot or something. It's like it's just more utilized than just the little notch where the camera was before.
Okay, so better utilization of space, newer features. Sounds good. Sounds good. USB-C is always a better option now. Improved battery. So when you say better battery life, is it just because you have a new phone? Your old
Yeah,
phone's battery was shit, and now it's fresh and
that's
good?
what it is
Mm-hmm.
for me.
Okay.
Mine was like only charging maximum 84% when I got rid of it. So
Okay,
What do you
that's
mean?
weird.
after
What,
3 years, yeah,
what do you mean?
when you check the battery life percentage, and it tells you what it maximum charges to now. Mine said 84%.
I'm not sure what that is. Mine always just went to 100.
It's a setting. It's under. Look, it's battery health. I think it's called. Yeah, in the battery setting, there's a battery health and charging little tab. You click that, and it says maximum capacity. Mine said 84% when I got rid of it instead of 100. Tay, that's something. I don't know if Wes is going to include that article in the news, but Apple was saying like don't use Android USB-C chargers because they were making the phones overheat. So that's what that is, not like the phone itself out of the box. For some reason, these chargers are doing whatever. I didn't really like read into it too much.
Android phone chargers could cause to overheat.
Yeah, that's what Nubs was talking about in our group chat the other day.
So are they saying the wait? So is this just their way of saying that you have to use just the Apple branded cable? Because it's USB-C, it should just be fine.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't really understand it either.
Casual said they tried to do a bunch of proprietary things that is causing that issue. So I'm not sure.
Okay.
I'd have to like read more into it for sure.
I mean, it would make sense for Apple.
Yeah.
Just because they've done that kind of stuff in the past. But
Yeah.
so okay. So overall, new phones are good. Seems
Mhm.
like you like them. Do you like the, I guess, titanium look and feel?
Yeah. I do. I like the
I have a
design.
case on it.
Do you have a case?
It's funny, my magnetic pop socket that I have, it just goes right to the back of the phone with no case on it, and it's almost like I don't even need a case. Because it's just super, like, right on there. It's, like, really fucking tight, which is nice. But I do like the little bit more rounded design and stuff. That's what I liked about the iPhone X that I had.
See, I like it because it's more like the 4.
Mm,
Like it's more rectangle. It's not really rounded. It's like they rounded the edges a little bit, but it's still a flat
yeah.
rectangle like the 4 was. Because I didn't like the 3 style that the 11 was in the X.
Mm. Yeah, I guess that's what I mean, is like the edge, like the corners are a little bit, they're not as like square as they were on my last phone.
The X and the 11 were just fully rounded though, which I didn't
Mm.
like.
So this is that nice balance of fully rounded, but still kind of rectangly, as you were
Yeah.
It's
saying.
rectangly. They just curved the edges a little bit.
Okay. I saw a little bit in the group chat that some of the apps aren't optimized yet, but
Yeah, they just look weird.
Mm.
that's just new phone, new OS, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because what are they on for iPhone OS 16,
17, I think.
17?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. 17
Yeah.
point whatever.
Okay.
17.0.2.
How's your phone?
Still going good. Actually, me and Donnie were talking about it. Like we've no desire to buy buy any new phone yet because ours still just work. And I mean, I use it to watch stuff all the time and listen to stuff, but that's about it. And general internet searching when I don't want to bust out a computer.
Yeah.
Nice.
Because
I was totally fine for probably up until the last like 6 to 8 months when my battery life and stuff. And I didn't even realize it until getting this how slow it was. Like just going into apps and stuff. Like I just figured that's how the apps loaded. It was a little
Yeah.
just like took time, but with the new phone, like everything's really fast. And I was like, oh wow,
I have seen sometimes I get like some hiccups in apps. Like
Mm-hmm.
it's the thing of like when you have an old computer and stuff, like a new one would be better, but like right now I can't justify buying a new one because there's no damage to the phones. Our battery life, it still lasts most of the day, depending on how much we use it.
yeah.
Like when I'm at work and I have either YouTube or Twitch or even music playing, my phone can be about almost dead by lunch. So
I won't be getting a new phone for probably another 4 years.
Yeah.
I mean, this one, I will say, with the big change to USB-C, is is a worthwhile jump.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um, like I'm gonna give Apple all the credit. They actually changed stuff on this one from my cynical Android point of view.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Um, you said did you get the new watch too, Aaron?
Mm-hmm.
How's that? Good?
Good. Yeah.
Any standout feature on the new watch, or have you not had enough time to play around with it?
The pinch thing. So like if you get a notification, you can tap your fingers like this and it'll dismiss it or answer a call. Like if your other hand is doing something, like if you're cooking or, you know, like I've been playing with Vivian and like gotten a notification and instead of like having to like go and swipe or hit dismiss or anything, you can just tap with your fingers and do what you need to do with it. It's kind of nice.
Like you just tap the watch, or you tap your fingers together?
You literally just go like this
Mm-hmm.
and
Oh,
it reads it. So like you're reading the notification and then you just go
Yeah.
double tap.
oh, okay.
It's nice.
That's actually kind of cool.
It's
It
pretty
is kind of
wild.
cool. I was surprised that it actually worked or that it works.
So I have to give Apple all the credit on this. Like from the Android side, the running joke is Apple takes what Android did like 5-10 years ago.
Yeah.
But look at it the other way. Apple waits for Android to beta test it and work out as many of the kinks, and then adopt it to their system.
Yeah.
Um, I'm trying not to hate on Apple as much. I realized I was becoming too much of the Android fanboy. I'll be honest, I just don't care that much. I have a phone that works.
I also don't just I used to care a lot, and I don't care anymore. I think they're both good for different reasons.
Oh yeah, they do their job. They do their job well. It's not like we have shitty little $150 prepaid phones
Yeah.
that you hit a button on the screen and it takes 3 minutes for the app to load.
Mm-hmm. But Apple's customer service is
Oh, that's on another level.
still way better.
Yeah.
I've just gotten lucky, haven't had to deal with Samsung's customer service, but from both the stories that I've heard, you two and Nubs tell, they're not good. I will grant you that.
Yeah.
And how
No.
many customers we used to have.
I thought it was just like bad Nubs luck at first.
Mhm.
I did too. Like just because Nubs in our group, Nubs just always rolls those nat ones.
He does.
But then you guys having the issues, Aaron working from Samsung and seeing it on the other side.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And yeah,
He's so unlucky, Loki.
Yes.
Jeez. Poor guy. Catching strays, not even here.
Hey, he's on the upswing right now.
He's killing it right now.
He's killing it right now.
Yeah, he's throwing his coworkers under the bus. He's killing it.
Do what you gotta do.
Yeah.
If they keep fucking making him look bad, then of course you're gonna throw you under the bus.
Fucking in like 2 months, we're gonna hear manager Nubs again.
Definitely.
Oh Jesus! I sorry. I would not wish manager at Best Buy to anyone.
Oh God, yeah.
I think if I had any more questions about phones and stuff.
What have you been playing this week?
Cyberpunk.
Nice.
Oh.
I really
Cool.
got back into it. I wanted to give it an honest try.
Mhm.
Like I said to Aaron at work, I wanted to give it an honest try on hardware that could actually play it. Game is
Mhm.
actually fun. Game is really fun. Like I'm getting some more of like the more unique weapons, so it's fun. The story is good, and it's kind of interesting that like all the 3 or 4 big main quests just kind of weave themselves together. I'm at like 15, 16 hours in.
Damn.
Through Act 1. I'm just right now I'm working with the Voodoo Boys to try and figure out the whole chip situation.
Nice.
I've only had like a couple of quests get a little glitchy. Like I had to reload a save because you may have done it, Aaron, where you're doing the quest for Dolomane to get all his cabs back.
Mm.
That sounds so familiar.
And one of them, like it just wouldn't proc that I had finished it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
But then
that sucks.
it was fine. I just reloaded it, and that car went back, and it I didn't even have to redo
good.
it knew I finished, but it just didn't run the script that I finished.
That's great.
Some of the things that, besides the graphical stuff, because playing on a PS4 was dumb. I love the fact that the cop lady does not call you every 2 minutes unless you do get close to the cyber psycho.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yeah, she was way before too, instead of like in the middle of it. But that was fixed way before. The 2.0 stuff has been really good. I haven't tried Phantom Liberty, but I heard Phantom Liberty is really, really good.
Voicemail box. Please
Yeah,
leave
I
your voice.
haven't bought or got
Mail.
Phantom Liberty yet because
God damn it.
I was gonna wait to buy it if I actually liked the game.
Yeah.
And I'm enjoying it. I'll probably get it.
Nice.
Yeah,
it's-
I'm gonna get it too.
I'm doing more of a, well, I was trying to do more of a quick hack build.
Mhm.
Try and run more of that, and you still just bust out guns because you have to. Gun craft, like I forgot there was a crafting mechanic until I kept looting what I thought were weapons, but they didn't show up in my weapons. They were blueprints to build stuff.
Hmm. Yeah, they really 2.0 really consolidated all the random junk that you used to be able to pick up, and now it's just like crafting components and like very specific identifiable things instead of like trying to I just remember in the original release like cycling through people's inventories and like picking what I want, and now like I'm pretty much just picking everything because it's all very I understand what it is and I need it. They've made it all very useful.
Driving is better. Driving's a lot better.
Driving pretty much everything is better
Um,
except for like the story. The story is the same.
Oh.
yeah, like because the story was one of the few things that wasn't broken at launch.
Yeah, the story was always good if you got through it, but yeah. I noticed that on the PS5 there's a lot more of like dumb NPCs that just like walk into walls and like move like weird.
Mhm.
When I played on the PC though, I don't really see that as much, which I thought was
Oh.
interesting.
Interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen a couple of NPCs doing the stupid stuff, but I also remember that from like playing Fallout and Skyrim. Like that's just that open world for me. Now, if I played it on PC, probably wouldn't see it, but I still love playing on the couch.
Hmm.
Um,
I'm sorry, real quick. Guano said the progression of Squandy's facial hair is more enthralling than any game I've ever played.
What?
It always looks so good, he said.
Thank you. I
High
appreciate
praise.
that.
That's high praise.
there we go.
Means a lot.
We need to mark this moment in time. Wano praised Aaron's hair.
Also,
Um,
happy early birthday to Sir Guano. His birthday
Ah.
is in, for me, a couple hours.
Oh, nice. Happy
Happy early birthday.
I saw what he said he was going to do. He's going to
Yeah.
get so high and that he can taste colors and play Starfield.
Starfield and listen to y'all.
Very good night. That sounds like a great night.
That is a great night.
I forgot about this in the first game. Keanu Reeves, Johnny is an asshole to you when you first get him. I forgot about
Yeah.
that.
Oh,
There's a lot of
really?
animosity. Yeah.
Um, the only thing, like, I'm not the best at hacking yet. I need to figure out how to do that mini game better. Or actually, you might be able to tell me. Is there a way to get more
Oof,
than
I
just
don't even
one of
remember
the
the
three
hacking.
things when you're hacking?
Yeah. You can potentially get all three of them, but I think what you're supposed to do is pick the one that you want because they each give you different things,
Yeah.
So like quick hacks and money, just money, or quick hacks and quick hack components. So I usually just go for the second one.
Mm.
I need the quick hacks right now because I've been upgrading my all my cybernetics and I have the the dock that can hold 6 and I only have
Mhm.
4.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, that's why I do the second one because it gives you money and quick hack components, and then I just craft quick hacks.
nice.
I wonder if I have the quick hack then that lets me hack turrets.
Should get that one. It's
Yeah.
nice. Overheat is really nice. Synapse burn is nice.
I have overheat. I don't have Samsung. I have short circuit.
Mm,
And then you get
still good though.
ping and yeah.
Yeah.
Um but like I got one of like the unique guns. I found a random, I'm assuming legendary gun that is called Divided We Stand. And it's a smart assault rifle that can target up to 5 at once and it shoots.
Oh,
Oh,
we've got a nubs. Wes, stop
I'm
sharing.
I
What's up, Sheriff?
I kept checking my messages I guess I thought we ended with feeling sick and probably weren't going to do it. And then I looked over and I was like, everyone's in there. Sorry.
Oh, yeah, you
But-
must have missed
Oh.
like the whole last of it.
Oh yeah, I didn't even see.
Yeah.
I was doing stuff on my phone anyways. I was updating a bunch of stuff and
Oh, were you?
moving things around. So yeah,
Let me get your
just making
picture
sure
off here.
make sure I was getting all my final stuff settled before I sent my old phone away.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, I just shipped mine off today too.
Sorry. So I'm here now. I apologize.
Yeah, no worries.
Welcome in.
There we go. There he is. There he is. And there he goes.
Wearing the merch.
Wearing the merch.
Hold on, let me change.
Well, no, it fires homing bullets, but then if you hit like a person 3 or 4 times, they explode in poison gas.
Mhm.
Nice.
And then I made a
Damn, that's pretty
revolver
wild.
that's single shot, but every shot is explosive.
Damn. I think you're
And
farther than I am.
I had to get mantis blades too.
Oh, okay. I went with gorilla arms.
I'm gonna try the gorilla arms too, but I just like the idea of surprise blades in the arms.
Mm-hmm.
But like combat's good in the game, but it's honestly the interactions with the NPCs, like they feel good. Talking with like
Damn.
Victor or God, I'm trying to blank on her name. Jackie's girlfriend,
Oh, yeah.
Misty.
Misty.
Mm. Man, I don't even remember where I left off in that story.
I never played the game.
You know, you never tried Cyberpunk?
Nope. Everyone told me how horrible it was, so I just
Oh,
never
yeah.
even thought about like buying it.
Oh.
Yeah.
So 2.0 right now is good.
That's what I heard. Yeah.
I never got a refund, so I have it on the PS5 still.
Are you actually going to turn on your PS5?
I'm actually thinking about it because I don't really need to do the 2 PC setup anymore like I was wanting to do. So I'm going to move the laptop off the table next to me and then put my PS5 there. Plus, when I have surgery, I can't use a mouse too much, so I could do a lot of controller gaming while my arm's in the sling. So I could like do more controller stuff now. So I could do controller PC and like PS5 games that I've fucking games I haven't played in 3 years or never played in 3 years.
And hey, perfect timing. Spider-Man 2 is coming out in a few weeks.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Spider-Man 2.
I think those are the only 2 games I'm going to buy for the rest of the year. Is Mirage and Spider-Man 2.
I really hope Mirage is better than that one little trailer we saw.
Yeah. Me too.
YouTuber I watch did a preview of it,
Mhm.
and I honestly can't remember what he said about it.
Damn.
I think
That's not good.
That
I think
sucks.
the rest of the year for me is Spider-Man 2, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth,
Oh
which I
yeah.
believe is this year, and then Super Mario RPG.
That's this year?
I think it is. I'm going to take a look.
I don't think so.
I'm just not excited. I'm not excited for the Nintendo stuff. I don't know why. I couldn't tell you because I do like Mario. I'm sure Mario RPG is going to be fun.
Yeah, I got Mirage, Alan Wake 2, Spider-Man 2, Super Mario Bros,
Oh,
Persona
yeah.
5 Tactica, and Super Mario RPG.
Okay.
And then that should be it.
I
Oh,
totally
I'm
forgot
wrong.
about Alan Wake.
February 29th next year.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I think I'm only gonna buy COD 3. That's the next thing I'm saving for, I guess.
What is it supposed to be like? Is it something new or is it a new concept? Or is it just like redone old stuff again?
Without getting super into it
Mm-hmm.
and all the stuff that's probably what actually happened, is they said that Call of Duty 2 was going to last for was going to last for 4 years. They said Call of Duty 2 will last for 4 years and that they weren't going to make a new one. So a year later they're releasing Call of Duty 3. The reasoning is they think is because this is the worst selling Call of Duty they've ever had and the worst, numbers wise they've ever had.
Yeah.
So the only thing they can think of to do is be like, instead of doing like a massive update like they would do for like Cyberpunk. They
Yeah.
do like a massive update of Cyberpunk where they finally get it right. They're and say, hey, here's a new update. We're sorry. The thing they're going to do is they're just going to squeeze more money out of kids and everybody. And the idea is, hey, we could say Modern Warfare 3 is coming out and then do a massive big update that fixes all the things that everyone's complained about in Modern Warfare 2 and sell it as a new game, but it's not. It's really not a new game. Really, it's going to be just an upgraded
Updated, yeah.
Call of Duty 2 with
Oof.
all the mechanics of Call of Duty 1 back that people wanted, and they're
Mhm.
selling it as a 3.
So why are you buying it? Sounds awful.
Because because it's I guess I don't have to because
Call of Duty sounds like an abusive relationship. I
is
really feel
it
bad
is.
for anyone that gets sucked into it.
It is kind of an abusive relationship, to be 100% honest.
What's up, KB?
It's one of the bigger abusive relationships right now. I don't think anything beats Madden though.
Oh God.
Yeah.
FIFA, Madden, FIFA.
FIFA.
I don't think so. I think like hundreds of thousands of more players play Call of Duty than they do Madden.
The only thing that they're
yeah.
doing in this game that's slightly less scummy is
Look at
when
Madden numbers on Twitch.
Oh my gosh. Between what do you call it? Between Modern Warfare 1 and Modern Warfare 1 to 2,
Yeah.
all the skins you bought in 1 and all the guns and all that didn't transfer to 2.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
Everything from 2 that you've bought and all the skins, everything you paid for is transferring to 3, which is like, all right, cool. You're
The
not
bare minimum.
the bare minimum. It's not super scummy, but the thing about it is the reason why that's easy to do is because it's the same game.
Yeah.
Well,
They're literally selling you an update for $70.
Aaron, why I say
man.
Madden's worse is every year they actually take shit out of the game, and it's only to spend money on Madden Ultimate Team.
I know. It's just to a
Damn.
smaller. Call of Duty is in a different league.
Well,
Yeah.
Yeah, in
I'll agree
terms
with.
of-
I'll agree with you. Sure. Yeah. Madden
Well,
is
like-
worse, I guess.
I shouldn't buy it, but I probably don't have to buy it. The only reason I'd want to buy it is is you can't play any of the multiplayer stuff without buying the game, and so you could only play the free stuff, which is Warzone, which is the main thing I play.
So is there going to be a new
But-
Warzone though too?
Yeah, they'll update Warzone.
Warzone
a
3
little
or
bit.
something?
Yeah, so there'll be a new Warzone, probably a new DMZ, and all that stuff will probably be free. What won't be free is multiplayer, and for me, I like multiplayer because that's how I level up my guns faster than playing Warzone
Oh, yeah.
nonstop.
Isn't that like the meta move to do that anyway?
Yeah,
Grind
you level your
multiplayer to
gun-
get all your shit.
exactly. So,
they're
but that's the only
bringing-
thing I'm really looking for. I'm not even looking forward to it. It's the only thing I'm probably gonna be fun. It just is what it is.
and then they're bringing back zombies.
Yeah, I think they're bringing back zombies in this version because this Halloween update is doing a bunch of stuff.
Oh no, I was reading for Modern Warfare 3.
3? Oh, maybe they are. Maybe they're bringing back zombies. They're bringing back a lot of stuff that's gonna probably rekindle a lot of the nostalgia and stuff like that. So I don't know.
Hey, nostalgia sells.
They're gonna make the game more faster and more Twitch based and Twitch based movements and stuff like that, and less tactical like they went on Modern Warfare 2.
Less tactical? That seems counterproductive for a military shooter.
It's just not the kind of military shooter that these kids want to play.
Because when I think of like overly tactical games, I think of like Squad.
And Tarkov.
And
I think of
Tarkov.
Tarkov.
Yeah.
Rainbow Six, I think, is
Oh, Siege for sure. Jesus
like
Christ.
Siege is very tactical.
Yeah.
It's like not running and gunning. It's very like set up, look corners. You're
Right.
camping a hallway. You're checking things like that. Where, that is not what Call of Duty is.
Siege is so intimidating to me because it's like I can't remember things. So like remembering those maps is like pointless for me. And then B, I don't typically follow directions well.
So my brother brought because Party Animals is out now.
What'd you
That game,
say?
Party Animals? Party Animals is out now, which is that like it's like a newer, cleaner animals version of Gang Beasts.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so my brother bought it. He was super excited because it says it supports up to 4-player split screen, which he was like, "Fuck yeah, I can play with the kids. It'll be awesome." It's not really 4-player split screen. Each player has to have an Xbox account and own the game in order to split screen.
Yeah, I was gonna get that game, and the Steam reviews are awful.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Damn.
sitting at mixed right now.
Yeah, I'm like, just return it then. I'm like, you should
It's
just
already out,
return
you
the
said,
game.
Nubs?
Yeah, I guess it's
Yeah.
out.
Yeah.
I'm like, just return it. I'm like, if it's, and he's all super pissed.
Really? Damn.
Yeah.
Yazzer,
So,
have you played that yet? Go ahead, Nubs.
No.
I was gonna say, I'm just looking at the reviews, and the biggest like two takeaways from the negatives is you can't poor multiplayer functionality, uh, no offline play,
And it says offline in the description.
yeah,
Wow.
and heavy microtransactions.
Yeah, it's like they took Gang Beasts, they tried to make it better, and then tried to sell the fuck out of it.
They beta tested it 2 years ago. They've been working on it for 2 years
Jeez.
since beta, and people are yeah. I was gonna buy it because it's cheap and it looked fun, and I saw the reviews, and then I saw Pay Money What Be Played on Twitch, and I was like, nah.
Damn.
Looks like it'd be fun for like an hour, and then no one would play it again.
That's disappointing. What's the new My Hero game?
So it's based off the anime My Hero Academia.
Oh, it
The
is?
game
Okay.
is a 24 player, as he says, they're 3-man teams, battle royal.
Okay.
But like, so you pick your hero, so every hero has their own power, and then you get upgrades. Instead of getting weapons or armor, you're getting upgrades to your powers in the map. Good anime.
Yeah, I haven't really seen much about it.
I just think it's gonna be another battle royale that comes out, might get popular for a while, then die.
Oh, really?
But yeah, battle royals don't have a lifespan anymore unless your name is Fortnite or Warzone.
Yeah, that's true.
Maybe PUBG for those
PUBG's
hardcore
still limping. I
people.
was gonna say they're limping along still. They're kind of like, "Hey guys, we're back here. We're still here."
They just became like Fortnite-ish. Like
Oh, did they
if you
really?
look at their splash screen now, it's all like colorful and goofy and cartoony like Fortnite.
Wow.
Not PUBG.
PUBG was kind of goofy to
Called
begin with,
Pub
wasn't
Night.
it though?
No, it was very. I mean, it had goofy elements like the frying pan, but it
Mm.
took itself very seriously in comparison to the epic Fortnite. They were drastically different.
Yeah. What
Oh
other
yeah, I'm
what
looking
other
at
battle
theirs.
royales were there that kind of like died out?
Oh, Rumble City, Rumble Quest, the
Yeah.
wrestling MOBA
Yeah,
or
yeah,
not
yeah.
battle royale. There's two different.
Scavengers. That was like an extraction BR. That got shit canned.
Mhm.
The spell. What was the one? Spell Quest? No, Spell Book. The one where you got
Spell
spell.
something.
Yeah, that one died.
That
There
was
was
good though. I really liked that one.
Oh,
I
Spellbound, Jazzer says.
Spellbound. Yeah,
Spellbound.
I had fun with it, but it just boiled down to a BR at that point. But at least the spells were kind of cool. Limit
Mm.
everyone to 2 weapons. There was two different uh Japanese martial arts style ones.
Mm-hmm.
Nakata, which is still going strong, and then there was another one that just came out and died really fast.
Oh, that reminds me, Wes. Sorry, before I forget. That other Japanese game that we saw that kind of looked like Ghost of Tsushima.
Oh yeah,
Has that ever come out or is coming out? Do we have a date for that yet or anything? I can't remember. I remember seeing it on, I can't remember if it was the Jeff Keighley summer thing or if it was the Xbox showcase.
I have not. I haven't heard anything on any. I
Because
don't
that
remember
looks
the game.
really fucking cool. Not like
I just
Neo
want-
cool, but like actually really cool.
Look this one up, Wes. The game I'm going to get tomorrow is called El Paso Elsewhere, and I'm super jazzed for it. It looks so cool. It's already out. I'm waiting.
I want to try this Turbo Overkill game or Overdrive. Turbo Overdrive.
I haven't heard of that. Aaron's gonna be our resident indie guy now from now on. Gonna get up all the indie games.
I've always been that.
He
When have I
has.
not been that?
And that's what we love about you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm looking at a trailer. Okay, some Max
It's like
Payne,
it's like PS1 Control Max Payne,
Damn.
but with vampires and
but
werewolves.
with vampires. It looks so sick. And I was watching Jeff Gerstmann play it. The voice acting is cool. The story looks interesting. It looks super. He said it felt really fun to play. I'm jazzed. I didn't even know what it was. Just
This
um,
is literally the first time I've heard about it.
yeah.
Damn.
It looks great though. Looks so cool.
Okay, like so. This is something I'm starting to like in the indie game trend, and it's been like this for a while. But um, doing like PS1 or pixel style games or N64 style games, but on hardware that doesn't slow down when you do anything too much.
Yeah.
It's like because I'm just watching. I'm on Steam right now, and they're one of the developers is playing it, and like I'm seeing all the Max Payne jumps and the bullet time, but there's no like the bullet time doesn't look like it's actually like uh, chugging your system. It's actually slowing down the game. If that makes
Yeah.
sense.
Yeah.
Thank you, Starry, for the resub. Jazzer wants to know if anybody's looking forward to Mullet Mad Jack.
I'm gonna die!
Never heard of Mullet Mad Jack.
Mad Jack is a single player, fast paced FPS. Oh, okay, this looks crazy and fun. It has like color scheme is almost like Hotline Miami style.
Oh, really?
Definitely like comic book or anime graphics,
Yeah.
but like 90s anime.
Interesting.
Yeah. I'll put it on my wish list. See what it looks like when it comes out.
Is it kind of a roguelike?
Starry says, I'm sorry, Wes, for ducktailsing you in the middle of your statement.
I think it is because it says power up your character and reach the last floor.
Oh,
So I'm
Okay.
guessing that you
Hey, I'm always down for a good
Hades
roguelike.
that.
So, Hades 2 is going to get an early access sometime next year, which is going to be perfect for me to play on the Steam Deck.
Oh, shit, yeah.
Dude, I've really been wanting a Steam Deck. I think it's been really wearing on my mental health that I work and play video games on the same chair and the same desk all day, every day. I
Mhm.
want to get out of this fucking room so badly.
Yep.
But I want to play these games and I want to do these things, but I just
So-
can't be in this room.
Honestly, if when like tax return season rolls around, if you can swing it, just get a gaming laptop or
Yeah,
a Steam Deck.
It's not as
I want a
portable,
Steam Deck.
though. Yeah.
it's so much cheaper.
I have a gaming
And that's-
laptop, and I can't, like, lay in bed with it. You
True.
know?
Yeah, it looks good.
Okay, yep. Who said that? Jazzerdog? Yes, Jazzerdog. I am actually kind of excited for this.
You know what I
Nice.
want? I
What do you
want
want?
a survival horror battle royale. I want
Dark Adventure.
like a no. like a Resident Evil Silent Hill battle royale. Like inventory management and limited ammo, monster, demons.
Hmm.
Like dark and darker, but in like not medieval times.
Gotcha.
Casual elephant survivor or
For me, it was.
Okay.
I
Go ahead.
mine's off topic, Wes. So if you had something
Oh.
related, go ahead.
So, like, so not something asymmetrical where one person actually plays the monsters. You just want like trying to survive, and then monster like zombies or something just attacks you. Like,
I don't know. I thought it was a cool idea, and then I said it, and I've lost interest.
I've lost interest.
well, I'm just trying to like figure out the.
Well, that's the thing is like me too, and then I started to think of how it would work, and I just don't care. I've completely lost interest.
KB actually said kind of like Hunt Showdown, but in like Resident Evil style would be sick.
Yeah. Okay, maybe I should play Hunt Showdown then, because
There you
I've never played that. So
I
if you're saying that's kind of like that, then maybe I should play that. I wish I had friends that played games like that.
I played it once.
Ham plays it. I think Ham plays shit.
Yeah, I think KB plays it. I know Telos plays it.
Wonderlust just played it.
Mm-hmm.
Hunt Showdown is a high stakes tactical PvPvE. You're hunting for bounties in the infested bayou.
Shoot me an invite if you guys play it. I'd love to try it out.
Yeah, there you
Let's
go.
go.
Mithrandir, Diggle plays
a dream
it.
team. It's 3 people, right? Let's build a dream team.
Yeah, I think it is 3 people. I think I played it with Guano once to try it out. I didn't do very well.
I signed up for the beta for the Hunt Showdown.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I was really excited for it at first. And then I kind of got out of. I don't know. I don't know why I wasn't interested when it came out. I remember being really interested in it.
Pal World? I don't know what Pal World is.
Pokemon with guns.
Oh no.
I kind of am.
Really?
Oh
yeah,
dude, it looks stupid.
I love the stupid over the top stuff though.
I don't know. There's something about like Pokemon.
Don't
with
own that
guns
ball,
that
Wes.
just seems dumb.
So do you hate Digimon?
Yeah, I do. Digimon sucks balls.
Yo, yeah.
Really?
Nubs went on a rant with me one time about Digimon. I remember this.
Okay, hey, fair enough.
Digimon were the
Digimon.
weird. Everyone liked Pokemon, and the Digimon were the weird fucking kids.
Curtis
They're the
Connor
ones-
likes Digimon, and then I like Digimon.
Dude, they're the weird fucking kids. Like, don't get me wrong, there are kids like that in the Pokemon world, but the Digimon kids for sure all did not shower properly. You just fucking knew. You knew they'd pick their nose and eat their boogers and shit. Like, that's the kind of people Digimon fans were.
Oh my god. Oh, we got that magic card, baby. KB said Digimon movies are pretty sick, though.
Jazz said, we gotta fight. Sorry, Jazzer, that she didn't shower properly when you were a kid.
Welcome to Sizzling Hot Takes with Nubs.
I've actually been enjoying. I kind of with this new phone got back into some Apple Arcade games, and I got this one called Japan Rural, which is like you hold it straight up like this, and you get like a little house in Japan that you have to clean and landscape and do tasks and
Oh,
stuff,
that's
and
cool.
it's just like a clicker kind of maintenance game with a little story about like moving to Japan, and it's been really cool. I just showed James Retro Bowl Plus, which is
Yeah.
fucking phenomenal until it like I had my difficulty on dynamic, and I was doing well and I was doing too well, so it just ramped up the difficulty, and then I just got my ass handed to me. And you have to manage your team, so your team has like morale. So like it'll say like your star quarterback got caught at the clubs, you know, drinking until 3 in the morning last night before the game. Do you reprimand him or let him go? And like, so you have to pick all these things. And anyways, they all got tired through the season, so I put them on rest. And I didn't really understand what that meant. It didn't tell me. And so the difficulty ramped up, and then I brought in my B team because I rested my players, and I guess it just gives you like some fucking shitty B team, and I just fucking lost like 4 games in a row and didn't know I had to take them out of rest.
Oh shit.
Oh, is that
And
is that what you were doing right while we were waiting to start the show?
no, that was after. So I had them unrested, and I just put the difficulty on medium because I was just like
Getting sloshed.
just getting picked left and right. Every fucking pass was getting picked, and
Damn.
then if I did get a successful throw, it would just bounce off their fucking dick and like incomplete, dude. It was so frustrating. It went from like this is the best game ever to like this is
The
literal
worst game
dog
ever.
shit.
Damn, you're
It
getting
went
you're
from
getting the
Um,
Packer treatment tonight. Packers are getting their dicks kicked in by Detroit.
Dude, Detroit's no joke this season.
What was the name of
They're-
that game, Aaron? With Japanese something?
Japan rural.
Japan Rural Life Adventure. Okay.
Yeah.
Is
That
it
Stardew Valley's on here. They
On
have
your
Stardew
phone?
Valley on Apple Arcade. It's an Apple Arcade game. They totally made it for the phone.
Dude, I'm gonna play Mirage on my phone.
I
Me
was
too.
thinking about getting Apple Arcade. Like just yesterday, I was looking at it. I was like, I think I should get Apple Arcade.
One of the
Dude.
best card games, Slay the Spire, is on Apple Arcade.
Ooh, Slay
Made
the
for
Spires
phones.
on there.
My sister has an Apple Arcade game where she says it's like a puzzle game where you finish puzzles, and after you finish the puzzle, it gives you wallpaper. You could download that wallpaper, and that wallpaper is Apple compatible, and it will. It'll do. It's like a wallpaper for your Apple phone.
Yara plays that one. Yeah,
Oh
I know
shit.
exactly what you're talking about.
And I was like, that's kind of cool.
I 100% recommend Slay the Spire.
Slay the Spires, and it's they have Getting Over It with Bennett Foddy, which is
Oh, well.
funny.
I guess it is.
It works.
Um,
They just got a lot of cool shit on there that I've been having a little fun doing, a little poser ass gaming for phone gaming for a little bit.
Damn.
We
That's
Oh,
cool.
sorry, go on.
I was gonna say, so you brought up Stardew Valley. Concerned Ape also just announced his 1.6 patch,
Oh fuck yes, dude.
which is adding new content. It's adding if you play Stardew Valley, there's basically 2 main quest lines you do. You either do the town and help them out, or you help Mart, which is basically helping Walmart.
Yeah.
And they're now adding end game Joja quests, which means I'm going to do another couple 100-hour playthrough of this with Donnie.
I think that game actually has some really cool deep lore that like you have to really dig to get. That's actually really kind of cool.
Oh yeah, one of like
Um,
every romanceable character has like a full story behind them. There's a couple of stories that don't happen till you end the first year. There.
what do you call it? Abigail. Allegedly,
Allegedly.
I have to go look at this again to make sure. But Abigail, maybe it's someone else. Shit. One of the marriage candidates is the wizard's daughter, but you don't know.
Yeah, Abigail.
Because the mom is it Abigail? The mom one summer decided to go into the forest and she ran and her and the wizard had a fling, and then Abigail was born and she remarried and well, not born, but she shotgun wedding some other dude.
Oh,
Damn.
I remember right too. Abigail's also the one that when you give her a gem as a gift, she says it's delicious.
Yeah.
Oh,
That,
one of the guy romance options is a alcoholic who you can't fix even after you marry him.
oh, really? Ugh.
Yeah.
Ugh. You know what's funny? I downloaded a mod that changed all the guys into girls, and you could do the vice versa. You could do gender swap all the characters, but I just changed all the marriage candidates into girls, and I married Sam.
Oh. Um,
Oh.
Shane. Shane is the one who's the
Yeah,
alcoholic.
Shane's the alcoholic.
But if you're speed running the game for marriage, he is the fastest marriage option because all you have to do
Oh,
is give him jalapeno poppers as gifts.
oh, nice. I've also done a mod version where I've made Pam. I've turned Pam into Hot Pam, and I made her a marriage candidate. So I married the trailer trash hot mom.
Did you help her and give her a new house or not, though?
I don't know. She just moves in with me.
Oh, there's a whole storyline where you help basically afford get her and her daughter a new house, and she quits drinking.
Oh, really? That was before. That was before any of that storyline had come out.
Damn.
She also another person to just she's not romanceable, but you can still like make her very friendly with her with potato juice. Vodka. You basically make vodka, but they
Oh.
don't straight up call it vodka, they call it potato juice.
And then
Vodka.
I was working on one playthrough where it's 10-star. I was trying to 10-star everybody. That got long.
Mhm. Yeah, because you need, like either you need a guide with all their gifts or just a shitload of prismatic shards.
Yeah,
Everyone likes
but
prismatic shards.
everyone likes prismatic shards.
But,
I Stardew Valley's good.
me and Donnie, through, like, 2 or 3 playthroughs, have, like, 207 I have, like, 270 plus hours in that. She's at probably, like, 400 hours in Stardew through multiple playthroughs.
Oh yeah.
And it's actually I still love the story. It's one guy, and he's from Auburn.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, he's like they did a one of the news things did a story on him, and he lives, or at least for a while, he lived in Auburn.
Probably making pretty good money now.
Yeah. Uh, also, the Stardew Valley board game is fun.
They have a board
There's
game?
a board game?
Yeah, it's a 1 to 4 players, and it's cooperative, and you're trying to complete the grandfather's quests and the community center.
Hmm.
Nice.
It's actually hard as shit.
Yeah, I think so.
S-
Sorry.
there's an end to like the main stories, but it's like any of these games you could keep playing forever and keep farming and making money, but yeah, you can complete the either the Joja or anti-Joja storyline.
I always get overwhelmed with the intro of meeting everyone because I can only ever meet like 24 of 28 people, and I'm like, I don't know where the other 4 people are, and it gets frustrating.
So
Oh.
there's some people um show up later. Some people you have to wait till you get the van and go to the desert. One person you have to find in the forest, and if there's one character, wait, the intro of the game, you have to meet 24 people?
28. It's like your
28.
first mission.
Oh
Oh,
shit.
damn.
The very first mission is like getting started or something like that, and it's like meet 0 of 28 people, and I always get to there and get frustrated that I can't find them, and then grow my turnips, and I'm like, fuck this bullshit. I can't find everyone.
Grow your parsnips.
Parsnips, yeah,
Yeah.
something or other. Because I feel like there's not enough direction at the beginning where I feel like I'm not doing the right thing at the beginning of that game, and it always pushes me off. And I play it for one session, couple hours, and get to a certain point, and then the next day I never end up playing it again because I don't know what to go back to do.
It's kind of repetitive in the beginning. In the beginning, it's going to be very repetitive. It's always just going to be like,
I think that was my frustration too, though. That game.
Like, are you just supposed to make enough money to like buy the things from the woodworker lady?
yeah, pretty much. It's weird that you would like Palia as much, and it's practically Palia is the same game, just better graphics. Like
It's easier for me to
you're
understand though with Palia. very like linear in that aspect.
Yeah, I think there's definitely more you can do with Stardew Valley off the bat. Like you don't have to like it's not as linear of Stardew Valley for sure.
Like the
But
most
yeah,
difficult thing for me to do, Nubs and Palia, is like figure out how to get the best bang for my buck with selling crops and making glowworms and stuff. Because I just
Yeah, and,
recently
like-
found out that like making these exotic, like the higher end meals, when you put them in the glowworm farm, like it spits out a different fertilizer and then either like 1 to 5 glowworms at a time. So I have this whole fucking spreadsheet now of all that shit.
So like the beginning of Stardew Valley is really gonna be like trying to get enough money to upgrade your backpack and then do basic level mine like to get the mines open as fast as possible and do basic level mine start mining so you can get stuff to upgrade your tools, and once you upgrade your tools you can go deeper into the mine and stuff like that. So like that's going to be like the base level stuff, and then a lot of it's just rinse and repeat. Upgrade your house, get a little bit bigger, find someone you want to romance, start finding them gifts that they like, start giving them the gifts, start romancing, and then
Start
it's kind
gifting
of that.
like everyone in town because you get cutscenes, you get items from
Correct.
them,
Correct.
then you unlock the deserts, then you unlock the island.
I don't
Then you
think
got
I've
while
been
we
around
wait,
for the island. I think
we
I actually
hydrate.
haven't played since the island.
then you got then you go fishing, and the
You
fishing mini.
upgrade, you start getting cattle, you start getting stuff like that. So like there's lots of different things, and a lot of it's just repetitive, but you upgrade items and you buy items along the way that make it streamlined stuff. Like you upgrade to get to the point where you could build a sprinkler system where you're not watering every time, and so like it kind of just grows from there.
Thank you for that hydrate servo. Also, what's up? And Jay, welcome in. I'll be right back, guys. I gotta get some more water.
Well, I should say one of the updates with 1.6 is going for PC players is going to support up to 8-player multiplayer.
That's
for
cool.
Stardew.
8-player, that's a lot. It's crazy that he could figure that out. That's awesome though.
Well, it's funny because another game that we've been getting into, another farming sim, Sunhaven, has 8-player multiplayer, but that one relies a lot more on fantasy stuff. Like you actually pick what fantasy race you're going to be. There's magic. There's a little more incentive in combat, but there's still just farming, doing quests for the town.
To be honest, that's the part that, like, for me, that got boring with Palia. Is that like I felt like there was so much more stuff after like the alpha, like because this is beta. I remember feeling like Palia was like, okay, there's a lot more stuff to do than what there was in alpha, but there wasn't really there. Everything was more refined than alpha, but there wasn't anything like more to do. It was like the same basic game from alpha. Like they didn't upgrade and they didn't introduce any new areas. They didn't introduce. So for me, it seemed boring. For like where Stardew, it's like there's a combat system, and for me, a combat system in Stardew is what makes that game so much more fun for me. Same with RuneScape. Like once I played Rune Factory, Harvest Moon becomes kind of boring because there's not much to do outside of just the repetitive farming part of it. And so I like the combat aspect of like Stardew Valley, like going into the mines and working your way down the mines, and having to watch your stamina to make sure that your stamina is that all that stuff makes the game playable. Like gives that little bit of edge to playability for me, where I I did with Paleo in an alpha, and I did it again playing a Paleo now. Is I get bored and I start falling asleep. I wake up to me like holding W, running up against the wall, being like, "Oh fuck, I fell asleep." Like,
You might like Sunhaven then, Nubs. More combat, and there's like full skill trees that you get to pick from. You level up stuff like fishing, exploration, farming, combat, and there's no stamina meter.
oh,
You still
interesting.
have to sleep at night, and you can still
Yeah.
just fall down, but you can do stuff. That's the biggest problem in early Stardew Valley for me is you run
You
out
got
of
a rogue
stamina.
James's chair. James's chair's gone rogue.
Oh,
Yeah, I was
oh,
watching that. I was like, "What's going on here?" It's this NVIDIA camera trying to figure out where the fuck he is.
No, it's not. It's the chair. It's moving.
It's go.
Chair's moving.
The chair's possessed. We got Ghost.
Also, if I remember
Nice.
correctly, there's a demon mommy. There's a demon mommy in that game.
There is.
Sold.
There's also Bunny Witch, Bunny Girl Witch. Yeah, I think you'd like Sunhaven, Nubs. Aaron, you might like Sunhaven. It's the same thing with like Stardew though. Like it's a little more overwhelming, but their quest log and map actually will highlight where you need to go for the quest
That's cool.
once you have the right. Well, like collect 5 apples. It'll tell you who to go turn them into, and you can actually see who you have to go turn those apples into.
I like
And
that. That's good.
And the inventory, you don't need backpacks. You have the same slots throughout the game.
Oh,
Whereas Stardew, you only have 10 slots, then 20, then 30 after
Yeah.
you buy the backpacks.
Sunhaven, huh?
Sunhaven.
Yeah. And that was the problem I had with like my time in Sandrock and my time in Portia. They have combat systems. They're not. I believe they're really wonky. I don't feel like they're quite good enough. But that was an interesting aspect because they added how you. I liked the crafting in that game because it wasn't just like, oh, you learn the plans and you can craft it. Like you had to build a table. You had to build a table in order to craft that item, and then you had like you crafted items for the town. So you'd start with like a project, and in order to complete the project, you needed a task list of all these things, and you needed certain tables, crafting tables to build those items. And then not only could you just build them and they were done, they took time to complete. And not only they took time to complete, you had to provide power to those tables to complete. So like that added a really good for me in my time in Portia, that added a really good playability for me because it was like it's not just like a one and done kind of situation. There was like a lot of different aspects that went into it that made me like have to pay attention to what I was doing, and I didn't get sleepy and fall asleep in. Sandrock was a little weird though. I didn't enjoy my time at Sandrock as much. Even though it's the same dynamic, I didn't enjoy my time at Sandrock as much because I don't know.
Did you play it all the way through?
No, I couldn't I kept falling asleep. I kept getting bored.
I have both of those games and I haven't even played them yet.
Yeah.
Portia and Sandrock.
I actually lost interest in Sandrock when I found out the mom I wanted to marry wasn't a marriage candidate yet.
Oh, really?
Like they were like, this is still technically beta. We haven't finished the game. And so like she wasn't a marriage candidate yet. Even though they said she was going to be, they hadn't unlocked it yet. So I actually completely lost interest in the game. And I was like, well, screw that. I'm not going to go marry someone else that I don't want to marry. I'm not going to settle. So I quit playing for a while, and I tried to go back, and I don't know. It couldn't sink my claws into it properly.
Yeah.
But what's it called again? Is it on Steam? The game that
Yep.
you're talking about, Wes?
Sunhaven.
Oh,
Sunhaven.
Sunhaven. I've heard you talk about that before.
Ooh, $25.
$25.
Good game to throw on the wish list for a sale.
Yeah, it's true.
It's got tons of it's got tons of Sundown. What is the Sundown Survivor? Plus Sundown Survivor. Is that a separate game?
Oh, I have no idea.
He's bouncing off my booty cheeks. I love the way he rides.
That was for Tay.
But so I got Devin to start watching Severance.
Ooh,
Nice.
nice.
So we started watching Severance, and it was funny because I was bored one day, and I was like, I'm gonna start watching Ahsoka. so I start, and because Devin came in the room one day like losing her shit over Ahsoka, so I was like, I'm gonna watch it, and so me and her can watch all the episodes together. So I went and watched Ahsoka. I caught up to her, and we, I'm giving her my impressions of Ahsoka. So we disagree on a few things, but there's a few things she was like, "Yeah, you're right. It's kind of not working." I was like, "Yeah, I don't think it's working." So, anyways, watch Severance. Watch 2 episodes. And so on Tuesday, the new episode of Ahsoka came out, and we watched it, and I got done with it, and Devin turned to me and looked at me, and she went, "How do you feel? How do you feel?" I'm like, I don't know. It's kind of personally, I actually thought the episode kind of sucked. I thought it was kind of a boring episode, and this is the second to last
Yeah.
episode. She goes, "Yeah," and I go, and then she looks at me and she goes, "Can we watch Severance, please?"
The last episode better be a banger.
She was just like, and I'm like, "You getting that feeling? You know that feeling?" She goes, like where you're kind of like, "I'm ready for an adult show now." And she's like, "Yeah."
Yeah.
I didn't think because she didn't understand it the other day when I said like, I watched Free Guy and I actually kind of hated the movie, and I was like, I need a fucking adult movie. Like I need to watch like something that's gonna make me think. That's something that's gonna like catch my attention. Like that's gonna have to like that's impactful. So then we watched Midsummer, which was like fucking perfect. It's exactly what I needed. And so like I told Devin about it. She like didn't quite understand. So when she was like, I'm like, do you know what I mean now? Like you gotta want to watch something adult, something that's gonna make you think. She goes, yeah. Like I want to watch something that's gonna be like a little bit more impactful, something that's gonna
Yeah.
have like more to it. And so
I did
she
watch
was,
that
yeah.
episode last night, Dubs, and it was pretty meh.
Yeah,
Was not a one of their better episodes at all.
I just don't get it, dude. Like Dave hits hard, but like I feel like he hits hard to a point, and then he's just like that. He feels like he plateaus really quick.
So
for
far,
me.
the episodes that he's written and directed have been the bangers, and I don't know why.
Yeah, I don't know, dude. It's just
Because he's written all of the episodes. He has created and written this by himself. And then he's got a couple of random directors in there, including him. I think there's only 3 directors total for this series.
just that last episode. And I had a theory on that last episode, what I thought might have happened,
Mm-hmm.
and it didn't happen, which doesn't mean that it's bad.
Yeah.
But Devin's like, do you think it's still gonna happen? I'm like, nah, because cinematically, if they were going to do what I think they're going to do,
Mm-hmm.
it would have happened like right here.
Yeah.
And it didn't. And then the other thing I was telling Devin, I was like,
You'll have to text me later about that.
yeah. There was another thing where I was like, I don't know who directed that episode, but I was like,
Greta.
It was
like
very
Greta or
impactful.
Gerda something.
Yeah, there was one episode where it was very impactful. Like there was a lot of emotional stuff happening, but it would like go emotional to a point, and then it would like kind of fall out. And I was like, and I'm not a director, I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, but like in my mind, I think you could have been able to take the situation a little bit further by just adjusting and tweaking like little things, but I don't know.
Yeah.
The whole
What do you give it overall, though, right now?
overall,
Yeah. Because it's not worse than the other ones, some of the other ones we've seen.
I don't think it's better than Mandalorian.
Really? I think it's better than Season 2 Mandalorian.
Maybe.
Mm-hmm. Season 1
Better
Mandalorian
than-
was really good.
Season 2 ending of Mandalorian was amazing.
I thought that was the...
Season 2
But that was the return of Grogu.
Yeah.
No, Season 2 ending of Mandalorian is Grogu leaving.
Oh, so Season 3 is what I'm thinking of then. Okay.
Yeah, Book of Boba
There's
Fett.
3 seasons
Yeah.
Yeah, 3. We just finished
of
the Mandalorian, yeah.
I didn't think there was either, Aaron, but now
The
that
third season just came out this year.
Yeah, that's why season 2 is Grogu coming back.
No, because Grogu comes back in Book of Boba Fett.
Dude, Star Wars is so fucking dumb. I'm so done with it. I'm so done.
Oh, so I gotta tell. Are you watching it, Wes?
No,
Okay,
I
so
don't care.
I gotta say this. I gotta tell because Aaron, I've already kind of aired some of my grievances towards Aaron.
Towards me?
And-
What did I do?
No, not aired grievances. Like I told you my problems I had with Ahsoka. Like I sent you that one
No.
text that was about it. But there's another thing that popped up that made me. Oh yes, Tay, mute real quick because I'm gonna do a spoiler real quick. This
Tay
spoiler
will forget
for
anyway.
this spoiler for me was like, I mean, this part was absolutely like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. So in Ahsoka, Aaron, they need to find a way to get to a completely different galaxy.
Mhm.
A galaxy that people haven't been to in like millennia. Like it's a completely different galaxy. And they don't know because they have to hyperdrive to it. But to hyperdrive to it, you have to have certain coordinates. If you don't have the correct coordinates, you just are in the void of space, lost forever.
Mhm.
So the bad guys get the coordinates and they take off. They launch. So Ahsoka's left behind and she doesn't know what's going on. There are these space whales, and these space whales are big, majestic creatures. You see them kind of like every once in a while. Dave Filoni created them. They're kind of like these mystical
They're
kind of creatures.
prominent rebels.
They're prominent rebels. The thing that these creatures are known for is that they can reach hyperspeed levels. They can practically go hyperspeed. Like that's
The
so if
whales?
you,
Yeah,
the whales can. So if you're in hyperspeed, you can sometimes catch glimpses of these whales like cruising with
Yeah.
you.
Like you're in
It's
the
very
ocean.
rare though.
And they're cruising next
It's
to you in the
very
ocean.
rare though. It's very rare. It's like a phenomenal, like it's like a phenomenon that happens every once in a while in the Star Wars universe.
Yeah.
But Filoni does it more often. So the coordinates, supposedly, the coordinates that they needed to this far distant off galaxy was originally learned from these whales. These whales are the ones that know how to jump between these galaxies. And they explain that it's because there was somebody from a distant galaxy that learned how to tame the whales, and the whales practically showed them how to intergalactical transport between different galaxies. So, anyways, Ahsoka is left behind. She doesn't know how to fucking get to the next galaxy because the bad guys left. Her friends with the bad guys, she got kidnapped. And Ahsoka goes, "What do I do?" And I said, I don't know. Why don't you? And this is before you know anything about the whales being able to hyperdrive. Well, not hyperdrive. Anything about the whales knowing that the coordinates. Nobody knows this yet. I just said out loud to Devin, I don't know. Why don't you jump on the back of a whale and see if it'll take you to the next galaxy? I don't know. Fuck if I know. I don't know how they're gonna get out of this one. And then all of a sudden you hear a whale moan, and I'm like, oh my god, are you serious? And I look at Devin, I go, are you serious? She's gonna land on the back of a whale and ride a whale to another galaxy?
Not on the back of it.
So then I sit there and she flies up to him and I said, what is she gonna do? Like the Finding Nemo kind of like, I need to find Sydney to the whale. She rides up, fucking force talks to the whale. And I go, oh my God, I'm just kidding here. I didn't think they were actually going to do this. And I look at Devin, I said, I'm being funny. This is like low hanging fruit that I'm throwing out. What is she going to do? Now she's going to jump in the whale's mouth and the whale's is going to take her all the way to Sydney. And then the whale opens his mouth and they fly the ship in the mouth and it closes. I'm like, oh my God, this is stupid, dude. This is stupid. This is so bad. This is bad. And I go, and then the guy goes, how do we know the whale's even going to take us to the right galaxy?
Yeah.
And she goes, it's just a feeling. I'm like, oh my God. I was
She has
like,
force
this
feelings.
is so bad, dude.
Like
This is
Leia.
so
Star Wars
bad.
used to be so cool. Before they felt like they needed to answer every question and fill in every gap, Star Wars was really so fun.
Yeah,
I miss that.
I missed that too.
I missed when I got into Star Wars and I was like, this
Mhm.
is fucking so good.
Did
This
you
is
know,
incredible.
the Nubs, did you know that Ewan McGregor is married to Syndulla?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, there's
I
a
did-
lot of problems with that because a lot of people believe that that's the only reason she got the part.
Oh, really? I mean, she doesn't
Yeah,
do a
that's-
whole lot, but
She doesn't. And a lot of people have a problem with their marriage because I guess they met while both of them were still married, and then
Oh, gotcha.
they both divorced at the same time and married each other shortly after.
Nubs,
Like,
Tay
so a
wants
lot
to know
of
if
people
you're
have
done
to
with
Or
the
love-
spoilers.
Yeah, I'm done with spoilers.
Yeah, you're good, Tay. I
Yeah, there's
forgot.
just a
She
bunch
doesn't
of
have the volume
stupid-
on.
I was like,
There's just a
wait a
bunch
minute.
of stupid things like that.
Dee-dee-dee.
And I said it wouldn't be a Dave Filoni series if it didn't have what I told Devin. I said Dave Filoni checklist. Checklist number 1: a Jedi that survived Order 66, and then checked. I'm like, fucking Dave Filoni, dude. He cannot give up Order 66 to save his goddamn fucking life.
Yeah, but
I
he
just
made
want
he made
something-
Clone Wars.
I just want something new and fresh, and
You got that with
I'm
Andor.
yeah, I got that with Andor. I'm excited for Rebel Moon. Have you guys heard about Rebel Moon?
Yes, I've heard of it.
I'm excited for Rebel Moon. You don't care, Aaron?
No,
Oh,
it's all so silly.
okay.
I mean, it's not, you can't talk about it just because I'm not interested in it.
I don't know. I'm just interested. I'm just interested to see if Zack Snyder can pull out a offshoot Star Wars film that would
Yeah.
actually is going to be
No
adult and cool.
shot. No shot.
I
It'll
like
be
Zack-
adult.
I like Zack Snyder.
I do not.
I think he had a few bangers, and then he maybe got a little too big for his britches.
He had a thing for a while.
His 300 was amazing. 300 was just different level, in a sense of a different time. But
It's
in
a
looking
product
back,
of
it
its
doesn't-
time.
A product of its time, yeah. And then I liked Watchmen. I thought Watchmen was great. But both
Yeah.
again, I don't think I think Zack Snyder visually directing wise did good in those movies. I don't think he's a good writer or a good like. Does that make
Yeah,
sense?
that's how I feel. I think he's pretty. I think he's decent to pretty good behind the camera, and he's like laughable in a script.
Let me see what I don't actually know what he actually wrote. Let's see. He wrote 300. He wrote Sucker Punch.
I actually like Sucker Punch.
Did you?
Dude, that's I knew you were gonna fucking say that. Sucker Punch is so bad.
No, it's a horrible movie. I understand why everyone hated it. Visually, it was fun. That's about it.
Good game company though, studio.
Yeah, visually, Sucker Punch was good. Other than that, story was horrible. I can completely understand why everyone would hate it.
He was a writer on the first. He did the story for the first Wonder Woman, which was meh.
Yeah, I don't think he's good at writing or should stick with
Justice
writing.
League.
I think he's good. He's got good.
Story by
visual-
means that he went to dinner with somebody and he's like, I got this idea for a Wonder Woman movie, and they're like, okay, but don't type any of that out. I'll do it.
So he
Story
had
by is like they came up with the main themes of the movie, and then someone else worked it out and got
Okay.
the written by.
So writer or screenplay, we've got 300, Sucker Punch, the sequel to 300.
So based on a comic book, had to do like 25% of the
little.
work. Original piece of work. Actually, Sucker Punch is based on a property
Comic
as well,
book
I
I
too.
think
think.
it's based on a graphic
yeah.
novel, yeah.
Yeah.
Uh,
Awful.
stor- writer for something called Snow Steam Iron. Oh, it's a short. Screenplay by him for Army of the Dead and Oh, he didn't even write Army of Thieves. It's story by.
Hmm.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, he shouldn't go behind. You
I
shouldn't.
think he should
be a
just
writer.
stick with visual effect, like visually how things are orchestrated. Like
Hmm. But he
I-
also just doesn't know how to get good performances from actors either. Like they're so reliant on the actor themselves and the script. Like his skill is from translating visually a comic book to screen.
agree.
That's what he has the eye for. The problem is that he just gets writer director jobs where he has to do all these things that he's not that good at.
I'll agree with you. I'll agree 100% with you. I actually think that's right on Nub Hub.
Right
That's
on
actually
par.
pretty funny.
Shit, I didn't realize his start was in directing music videos.
You know who else came from music videos? David Fincher,
Oh,
Oh, really?
which I thought was really, really. Yeah. Because I just watched a video on a movie of his that I had not seen, but it's the movie about the guy who helped write Citizen Kane.
Hmm.
And so, but it's written because like the dude's life inspired Citizen Kane and all these famous scenes. So the way that the movie's laid out is with the script for Citizen Kane and then like what that scene is and then the story of that in how that was inspired by the real guy. And the guy is played by oh god, Commissioner Gordon, what's his name?
Oh, yeah, Gary Oldman.
Famous Gary
Gary Oldman.
Oldman. Yeah,
Mhm.
Gary
Yeah.
Oldman plays the guy, and it's I just had never seen that, and but yeah, I found out that he came from music videos, which I thought was really interesting.
Damn. You excited for that new Jake Gyllenhaal, Guy Ritchie war movie, baby? That's right up your alley, Aaron. The Covenant.
They're just the Covenant's already out.
Yeah, I know.
I have it.
I know.
It's on,
Oh, you got it? Did you watch it?
yeah, I haven't watched it. I got it for you guys because I figured
Oh.
somebody would want to watch it.
Wes likes Guy Ritchie.
I do.
Mm-hmm.
Just not so
Talk
much.
about a
recently.
one-trick pony, man. Like
Yeah, I'll
that guy sucks.
That guy sucks. This guy real?
That Richie sucks.
You don't like flash forward, flash backwards, King Arthur?
If one time,
Oh my
One time.
gosh.
like
I'm trying to think
if
of
that's
movies that I've seen
that-
of his.
the gimmick with the Sherlock Holmes movie
Yeah.
was fun. That's a fun time.
Which
Mhm.
is crazy. I hated him.
I mean,
hated the Sherlock Holmes movies.
They're fun.
Yeah.
Didn't say they were good, but
Good
like
point.
I'm coming out of them like, yeah. But like, you know,
I
what
was
that?
there.
The one, oh god,
Rock and Rolla, The Man from Uncle,
dude,
King Arthur,
Rock and Rolla,
Dead
Man from
Lord.
Uncle, suck. Those are terrible.
Oh,
Yeah.
my parents love The Man from Uncle so much they made me watch it.
That is the Henry Cavill cock in his fists though, and that's probably one of the coolest
No,
things I've ever seen.
no, that's from Mission Impossible.
Mission
That's
Impossible,
from
yeah.
Mission
Protocol.
Impossible.
Is it?
Yeah, because
Yeah.
that's when he has the mustache.
Yep.
Dude,
Okay.
cocking his fists is gotta be the
That is
goddamn
really
coolest
cool.
fucking thing in the world.
Yeah, it is
Don't
really
understand-
cool.
It makes no sense, but you're like, that's badass.
He just loaded his fists with
Superman
something
cocks his
fists.
fists.
So when it comes to Guy Ritchie, I like the Sherlock Holmes movies are fun. Well, the first
Munch. What's that one called? Munch.
one is Snatch.
Snatch.
Snatch, yeah. And
Nice.
Lock, Stock.
Lock, and Two Smoking
He did
Barrels.
Lock, Stock, too.
Didn't he do Layer Cake?
No, it was like Layer Cake was very inspired by like the director was basically copying him for Layer Cake.
Really?
I'm on IMDb and Layer Cake's not on here.
Okay.
Yeah.
He did Revolver. He also did a movie with Madonna called Swept Away
Oh, God,
when he was
really?
married. When he was married to her, yeah. It's his lowest rated movie by a lot.
Yeah, man. Not for me.
But he also I didn't realize he directed the live action Aladdin.
You didn't know that?
No.
Yeah.
Dude,
he
the
did.
live action Aladdin sucked so much.
Name one of the current live action Disney films that doesn't suck.
So, I've said this before and I'll say it again. I think the live action they should have went and got a Bollywood director to do the fucking live action Aladdin. I think it would have been
They should have got the
phenomenal.
guy who did RRR. Did you guys see RRR?
I haven't seen it, but
Mm.
I've seen like a lot of clips from it. I kind of want to see it.
I definitely agree with you, Nubs, on that.
Like it should because it would have been light, it would have been fun, it would have been funny, it would have had like weird quirks, but like it would have been like it would have felt like it would have been really colorful, like it would have just hit all the things I would want to see Aladdin doing. And you know, I was joking because I was like, you know, when they remake these movies, I feel like they should remake them not in a sense of like, let's remake it like how it was. Let's, you know, they obviously are going to change things. So I'm like, why wouldn't you remake it like? Because I believe Beauty and the Beast originally is a French story.
Oh.
I could be wrong, but I'm like, what if you redid it like kind of? I don't know if there's a French style of movie, but like you get like a famous French
Les Mis.
director, like you did it like kind of like in that aspect. Like what if you take the movies and you did it in a genre that was in like a different type of genre that like instead of it just being like a Disney movie, it's like a Disney movie based in a genre, like a Disney movie based in a Bollywood genre, like a Beauty and the Beast movie based in like a Les Mis kind of genre, like something like that. Like that would be like really interesting to me personally, but I don't know. It's too much thinking, I guess.
What are other French movies? Who's that guy? Dude, I'm having such a brain fart right now.
Luc Besson.
No. Yeah, do Beauty and the Beast in the style of Leon the Professional.
No, Beauty and the Beast in the style of Fifth Element. No, I'm still saying this. There is none of the live action Disney remakes have been good, and I don't think any of them will be good.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but I feel like have you seen the live action Flounder and like Sebastian? They scare the fuck out of me.
Mm-hmm.
They just don't look good.
I think I liked it. They went to the theaters to see it. Dude, Nubs, I gotta tell you, the new Ninja Turtles movie is so sick. I watched it again with Vivian. It is so
I'm
fucking.
not
It's
gonna
one of my
lie.
favorite movies this
You
year.
explained it to me, and you explained to me like the concept of the movie, and I actually wanted to see it less.
It's fucking magical,
Like
dude.
that's the
I
crazy thing
absolutely love
is you
it.
explained it to me, and I went, "Wow, that sounds like shit." I do not
Well,
want
it's a
to watch that.
PG movie. It's a kids
I
movie.
know
It's
it's a
Ninja
kids
Turtle. It's
movie,
teenage Ninja
and
Turtles.
and I'll probably show it to Elora. Elora will probably absolutely love it, but like
It is so sick.
I'm
I
just gonna
had so much fun the second time too.
I'm just gonna stick with watching the 1989 version, and I'll be happy with my 1989 version. I'll just stick there in reality.
Wish you liked it.
Yeah, it's just
I
and
think it'll
I
do good things for the franchise.
well yeah to be honest though I haven't been in. I love Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Like that's one of my favorite movies of all time. I don't think I'm like a diehard fan, like a lot of Ninja Turtle people are that are out there. There's some
Mm,
people that are like that know anything and everything about the Ninja Turtle world. To me, the height of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is that first movie,
me
and
too.
then the rest of it kind of just. The second movie's okay. I actually like the second movie more growing up than I did like the first one. Now that I'm older, I like the first one a lot more. But like, I just feel
Mm,
like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles started off very, especially even the original comic book was really dark, and then they got bought by Nickelodeon, and then it's just became a really big
Well,
kids thing for a
it
long
was a
time, and I
it was
actually
a
haven't cared about it.
it was a big kids thing well before they bought Nickelodeon. The original cartoon was for
Oh
kids.
yeah, I remember
Super
watching
kiddie.
those and not liking those. That's the thing. It's like I remember not liking the cartoon show
Then
at all.
that was just read Last Ronin and be happy,
Yeah, and I probably will.
and play the Last Ronin game they're making.
It's just hard for me to go to like from something like that to like where it's at now. It's just that doesn't translate with me.
Yeah, your nostalgia keeps you back there.
Yeah, that's true. Same. A lot. It does it for a lot of things. It does it with Star Wars. It does it with Pokemon. It does it with, like I said, I'm a boomer. I think I'm a boomer. When it comes to like, I'm a boomer Pokemon fan. I like
Back
the
in
older
my
Star Wars
day.
stuff more than I like the newer Star Wars stuff. I like the older Ninja Turtles more than I like the newer Ninja Turtles.
You like it old, you don't like it new. So maybe you will like the new COD because it's just old COD.
Maybe. I didn't really
You
like
might
the
like
old COD though.
it.
I really liked. I really got to know COD too, but yeah. I don't know, man. I'm just I'm also like realizing I don't like a lot of franchises. Or not a lot of franchises. I'm becoming a bitter old man. Bitter old man. I don't know.
Yeah, the thing is the point of a franchise is to absorb as much money as possible. Once your IP has become franchisable, it's been reduced in quality. That's just the nature of how it works. And like it's just nearly impossible to find quality franchised properties.
Is that why you're really into a lot of indie stuff? Is because you feel like that is where the quality's at?
It is. It is. Big studios want to make as much money as possible, and you need to find studios and creators who are like, yeah, I want to make a living, but it's about the art first. And the problem is that like, and you're seeing this a lot too with the writer's strike and all this is that like these studio heads, they don't even understand the process. They don't even understand the work that goes into making the things that they sell. They just want to sell it. And that's what happens when you that's just what a franchise is. So
I mean,
it's
yeah,
yeah.
oh, sorry. I was just to say, you look at that in gaming. Someone like Square says Tomb Raider selling 8 million copies is a failure, but then someone like Cult of the Lamb selling 1 million, and it's like cause for celebration and partying in the streets.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like that's why it's like I'm kind of starting to feel that with I don't know if anyone's watched on YouTube, but Has Been Hotel.
Mm-hmm.
hmm
Mm-hmm.
They just announced that they have a season 1 coming to Amazon Prime, and season 2 is going to be made there too. And I feel like that's going to be great for the first season, but then is it going to become too, like Aaron says, it can become too much just to make the money? Or are they going to take away some of what made the one episode on YouTube great? Like I have all those worries now when anything I like gets picked up by hell, Netflix, YouTube, or not YouTube, Amazon, Hulu, because they're gonna fucking screw it up.
And we talked about franchises, they're trying to make as much money as possible. Do you think like a lot of it that the reason that they pump a lot of stuff out, but you think that's why a lot of it doesn't have like a what's the word I'm looking for? I don't want to say aimless. It feels like they just what's the word I'm looking for? I don't know how to explain what I'm trying to say now. Like I feel like everything's too broad. Like when they release things, everything is just too broad. And it's
Like
because it's like they're playing it safe. Does that make sense?
like in appeal, like the appeal is mass as
Yeah.
opposed to yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's why like when you hear things like, "Oh, Robert Rodriguez is directing this episode of Boba Fett," like it doesn't matter because you have a mass appeal franchise behind a mass appeal studio that has a formula for these things. And sure, you have different people writing episodes, and the writing can be of differing quality. The story may not go where you want it to, and it might like do things that you don't want to. But they have calculated that, and there's no Robert Rodriguez flair behind the camera on a Disney show
Yeah.
because it's mass marketed, and Robert Rodriguez is not mass marketed. He's doing it for the check. He's doing it for the Disney check. He's not doing it because he wants to put a Robert Rodriguez flair on a couple episodes of fucking Boba Fett. You know, like it is. They lose the let's focus in on something and really make it impactful. Sometimes you can do that. Like Andor is a great example of like give them a chance. Maybe that, but also like how loosely Star Wars Andor is to its benefit. Like the more that you release yourself from the franchise, then it gets good. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, and that's just the nature of the biz. That's just how it works. You know?
I feel like Moon Knight did that too. Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Marvel did that for a while with like the Netflix shows too, before they jumped to Disney. Like Daredevil was a complete breath of fresh air. Punisher,
Mhm.
season 1 of Jessica Jones, but even then, towards the end of their Netflix life, they all started becoming samey.
Mhm.
That's true because I remember Iron Fist coming out, and Iron Fist was absolutely dreadful. And then
I
season 2 of Daredevil was not nearly as dark.
Well,
Yeah.
season 2 of Daredevil is half of it's really, really great, and half of it's Elektra.
Yeah.
Elektra ruined season 2 of that show because you had Fisk, you had Punisher, you had good like good character development with Matt and his friends, but then you threw Elektra in there and that whole storyline, and that was just bad.
Did we like Luke Cage? I can't remember if I liked Luke Cage or not. I think I did, but I can't.
I only watched a couple episodes. I couldn't get into it.
I like season 1. Never watched anything beyond that. Uh yeah, like I watched season 1 of that and season 1 of Jessica Jones. I didn't watch season 2 because they got rid of David Tennant, so I didn't care as much.
Yeah.
Defenders
Yeah.
was meh. Iron Fist was the one that actually gets a little better towards the end of the season because they actually gave the main character martial arts training.
Mhm.
That was a big problem for the first half. He had like 6 weeks of martial arts training. That's why the martial arts in the martial arts show looks bad. But the writing in that one sucks. You could probably kill your liver with a drinking game just drinking every time he says I am Iron Fist, Protector of Kunlun.
You're like, yeah, I fucking know. Shut up.
Like, what are you, Khaleesi? All your fucking stupid names. Breaker of
Even
Chains, Mother of
she didn't
Dragons.
say that in every even she didn't say that in every episode.
Almost every episode when she introduced herself to fucking somebody new.
But even then they turn that into a joke towards
Yeah.
the like when they meet Jon Snow.
Yeah. Speaking of David Tennant, real quick, I didn't know that he was the voice of Huang, the pilot from Clone Wars and
Oh,
Rebels, and yeah,
Eh,
yeah,
Huyang.
Huang. Yeah, that was David Tennant.
Yeah.
He's actually one of my favorite characters.
Yeah, he's really cool. He had a couple of good, what do you call it?
Fever
Emotional moments
and
that
Dream.
I liked.
I think it's called Fever Dream, but it's by George R.R. Martin.
Mm-hmm.
It's not
And
finished.
Devin was all like, George R.R. Martin, it's like a vampire like romance, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
And so Devin's like,
I watched a YouTube video about that.
she was like super excited to read it, and she says, I got about halfway through it, was just like, it just doesn't hit the same. She's
Yeah.
all like, she's like, Game of Thrones just hits so
Oh.
much better.
Oh, he wrote that in like the early 80s.
Oh yeah.
He has some good sci-fi stuff, actually. I would be down for like some. I would be down for him to finish A Song of Ice and Fire, but he had really cool sci-fi stuff in like the 70s
Hmm.
that I went back
Yeah.
and read.
Devin's freaking out right now because she's like, she's getting to the close to the last book, and she's just like, there's no way they're gonna wrap everything up in this last book. And I go, no,
No,
he's still
it's
writing.
book
And
4.
she's like,
I know.
I'm gonna fucking lose my mind.
He's not writing shit.
It's insane. No, he is. He updated like a couple weeks ago,
Oh,
actually.
did he? Finally.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
He's like, got 5 pages down, baby.
Got 5 pages down, but I'm in the hospital.
Well, for a long time, he said he had like a quarter of it
Bobaverse.
done. But he would like say how long it's supposed to be, and he's like, this one's supposed to be like 1,600 pages. And so then like 2 years later, they're like, how much do you have? And he's like, I have like a quarter of it done. And they're like, so 400 pages? It's like, yeah, the same 400 pages you had 2 years ago? Yeah. It's So he just like changed the he framed it differently, but like he literally hadn't written anything for years and years and years and years because Game of Thrones
Yeah.
got big because of the show.
So his last update was in July.
No, I swear to God, he just updated a couple weeks ago. Whatever. What did he say in July?
That he is working on it almost every day.
Almost every day.
That's
60% of the time. It works all the time.
Yeah,
It's gonna be like Berserk for me. He's just gonna die before he freaking finishes it.
yeah,
As
'cause,
long
like,
as D&D don't come back to fix it, I'll be fine.
Oh God, yeah.
they hire them. Hey, can you guys finish this for us?
Oh fuck.
I think there's enough fans who would legitimately riot and go burn down their house.
Yeah. There's no way. They already have like 100,000 signatures on a reshoot the last season of completely.
There's been a couple of actors from that season that have come forward and said that they didn't agree with how it ended and thought it was rushed and all that stuff.
You can watch a bunch of videos of the actors on the red carpet talking about it and like talk about the final episode. They're like, yeah, it's something. You know, and going back and looking at it now, you're like, oh my God, you knew it was shit.
You knew it was
Dude,
shit.
they did. They did. What was I gonna say now? God damn it! But no, I was gonna. Yeah, same thing. I remember watching like, how come I can't think of her name all of a sudden? The girl that plays Daenerys.
Like her real
Emilia
name?
Clarke?
Yeah, Emilia Clarke.
Yeah.
Like, there's a thing where like she's like smiling really big and kind of just nodding like,
Yeah.
yeah.
They
She's
showed
like,
there's a video of the table read too of the final season. And you could just see like like when John and Annie read their lines, realize what happens. And then they like kind of start crying because like that part of it's emotional, but then you could see like the people around them that are just like, what? Why?
Because the problem is that so many characters go against their intentions. Like they go against what they've been building up to this whole time. Like Arya, I mean, spoilers or whatever, but Arya killing the Night King, the way Theon goes out, like Jaime going back.
Yes, Jaime going back.
Like
That's what I was
it's
thinking
so
of.
stupid. Like none of these all of the arcs that you worked, you just cut them off and just were like, let's do the opposite of what they should have done.
Yeah.
Hey, but we got Ed Sheeran in for 2 episodes.
Banger. That was a banger opening. One of my favorites for sure.
Jaime going back was actually the thing that pissed me off probably the most.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that was such a great arc.
Sense. Arya killing the Night King and then Jaime.
Yeah.
Me and Donnie, when we watched that, we actually talked about which one was worse, and I think we decided that she actually thinks Jaime going back was worse. I think Arya getting the final kill was worse because they were not building to that.
Yeah.
No.
It makes 0 sense.
Like
they were building for her revenge against the Freys the most out of everything. And then all of a sudden she's like, I'm going to pop over here and, hey!
Like,
I think Rian Johnson came into the studio and was like, let's subvert expectations.
Subvert expectations.
oh
my God, he fucking.
What if Ned kills the Night King?
As Night Ned?
He's been dead for 7 seasons.
Hear me out.
What if but that would no one would guess.
What if he actually
comes back
dead?
as Ned Stoneheart?
Dude, I also don't care. Rian Johnson's The Fly episode of Breaking Bad is I fucking hate that episode so much. It's such a fork in the pacing of that season of getting to the end of this show. What a pretentious fucking pussy, dude. I hate Rian Johnson more than most people in Hollywood.
I actually do too.
And what's funny, like you've said this before, and we looked up, and like that episode ends up on like a lot of lists. Is like
everyone
best
loves
episode.
that episode. Like, dude,
actually hated Glass Onion
You're
too.
fucking high.
Last
Dude,
was stupid.
I don't get those movies at all. I didn't like the first one either, Knives Out. Like, it's so fine. And everyone just loses their panties over it. It's fine. It's whatever.
I don't mind it. The first one was okay. I didn't like. I remember leaving the theater and being like, "That was fun." That was about it though. Like, it wasn't like, "Oh my gosh, like that movie," right? It was like,
Yeah,
He
but that's what
subverted
everyone
my
said.
expectations.
Everyone was like, dude, you gotta see Knives Out. It's fucking crazy. And like, yeah, that was fun.
it was really stupid. This is the stupid thing that bugged me about Knives Out. This is the absolute stupid thing, and it to me it doesn't make any sense, but to other people they didn't care. I'm like, there was no hints. There was no hints that
Mhm.
you couldn't logically watch that movie and solve the mystery by putting together the clues and the puzzles and everything that happened, because all that stuff was hidden till literally in the monologue at the end when the great detective is like explaining everything that happens, and then you're seeing
You muted yourself.
You muted. You hit something and cut your audio.
Nope.
Nope, not yet.
Did he get unplugged maybe? It just like
Yeah,
Yeah.
it did like a little pop.
it popped. Oh,
just-
I hear something now.
I hear something now.
Wait.
Nope.
No.
Nope.
gone again, huh?
Oh,
No,
you're back.
now it's back.
Wait,
There we
wait.
go. Better?
Yeah.
Better.
Does that sound good? Does that sound okay?
Yeah. Background
I s-
noise though.
Though, yeah, NVIDIA broadcast probably
So that's what happened?
shit
Okay.
out on me.
Gotcha.
Dude, I don't know
Yeah.
what's going on, but the NVIDIA broadcast
Keeps fucking
fuck
you.
alls. It keeps fuck alls every once
Yeah,
in a
it cut you off there right in the middle.
while. Give me 1 second. Let me see if I can get this back working.
And everyone's like, yeah, but Looper was good. Looper's fucking mid. Looper's
It is
mid.
mid. I liked Looper,
Super
but once
mid.
again, I told you the reason why I like Looper, but it's not anything super special. Can you guys hear me still?
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Okay. So like background noise is gone.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. But that's what I was saying. Is like in Knives Out, the detective explains how it actually happened, and it shows all these new scenes that you never experienced, and so you couldn't solve the mystery on your own. You had to wait till the end for the detective to monologue everything to you, for you as a watcher to go, oh, that's what happened.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's bullshit.
Mhm.
I wasn't given any of the opportunity to to place any of those clues together and figure it out on my own. And I think that's why I think that show. But I think a lot of people liked that. That's what people liked about the movie, is like, oh, my mind got fucking blown at the end when he just went through that whole thing and explained exactly how it happened.
Yeah.
But I like Looper, and me and you talked about this. And you called me out on it. You said, I think you like Looper just because they did something that you thought of, and I went, that's a good point. I don't think Looper might have been as good as it
I
was now.
remember that now. Yeah.
Now that you said that, and I'm like, I liked how they did time travel in Looper. For me, that's how I always envisioned time travel to work, and so
Mm-hmm.
that made sense to me. So the movie felt good to me. But if I'm looking back at it as in a sense of like it was a good movie, probably not.
It's fine.
Yeah.
People lose their shit over his. Have you seen Primer? I think I've said this when we talked the first time about this, but Primer.
Oh, I
Primer
yeah.
is how I always imagined time travel, and Primer is my favorite time travel movie.
We'll have to watch it.
Yeah. I haven't seen that one.
Primer's sick.
Are these guys Mormon?
Got it on the got
Yeah,
got
they're
primer.
kind of glazed. They're
You
kind of
got primer
glazed
on the
up, aren't
plex,
they?
Aaron?
They're just in white shirts and
No.
ties. But
All right, hard cut. It's 9.
Hard cuts coming up.
No. We got 30 minutes left. I was gonna ask Wes if he wanted to go through the news now. Started closer to 9:30.
Yeah, I've got. There
I know
wasn't
you
a
got.
lot of.
I know you got a few.
I got a few stories, and 2 of them are actually fairly big, but I only got 3 stories. So this story ended up changing on me yesterday. So
Butter.
late last week, the
Butter. You okay, Wes?
I'm good. The CMA in England was going to allow the buyout,
Oh yeah.
the merger, and then FTC is reviving their challenge for the buyout.
Hmm.
But if the FTC doesn't actually do force an injunction in, the deal could close on the 18th.
Oh shit.
Yep. So they're going to start working to find ways to pause that again.
They're
Yeah,
introducing. They're introducing Lilith and Tyrael skins to Call of Duty.
Yeah. Yeah,
So,
let's add those demons to military shooters.
yeah. Well, it's because it's the Halloween. It's the Halloween. It's supposed to be all Halloween stuff. So it's a Halloween skin. But I'm like, here's Microsoft coming in. They're like, hey man. Oh no, never mind. Blizzard. I'm a fucking idiot. Don't mind me. I'm just gonna shut up over here.
Ryan's Exorcist movie comes out on the 6th of October. It comes out in a couple weeks.
Nice.
Like
Let's
a
go.
week next week.
Let's see. Yeah, it's mostly just that they're going to move forward. Because they paused the investigation over the summer, but if they don't meet that deadline, then it looks like the deal will go through. So we'll see what happens over the next couple weeks. A big news in the world of game studios. PlayStation's boss Jim Ryan is set to retire in the spring. He's been with Sony in the CEO role of Sony Interactive Entertainment for about 30 years now.
Yeah.
They says who's gonna take his spot in April 1st. Hiroki Totoki
April
is gonna
1st,
take
huh?
over.
A nice date.
I know. It's been
Hiroki Totoki.
Yeah.
It sounds like an April Fool's joke if you ask me.
Also, the way Wes said that.
The decision for him to retire was it's been hard for him to live in Europe and work in North America.
So, come to the great United States of get fucked and pay out the ass and for racism.
Let's see. He's been with the company for 30 years. But this has just been a big shakeup because when you read a lot of the bigger news stories throughout over the years, Jim Ryan's name pops up for Sony. I believe he's shown up in like E3s before and press conferences.
How many people should care if he retires after 30 years? Like,
I mean, Jim Ryan. It's just because he's been the head of PlayStation
Yeah.
for everyone.
Yeah, it's
Like
like
yeah.
is it like Reggie stepping away?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like Reggie.
yeah, it's like Reggie. It'll be like Miyamoto when he finally completely retires.
Yeah.
But biggest thing we got to talk about is the writer's strike, because they've struck a tentative deal.
Yep.
They have the
They're basically
The plan.
it hasn't been signed yet.
yeah they're
Nobody's
basically
signed anything yet.
they're basically getting to the final vote with all the members. Adam Conover said, because he's part of the negotiation team, said that it went well. Both sides seem to be happy. There's 4 big things in this contract. Potentially, one is just higher pay across the board. it's a 3-year contract that will raise base wages for film and TV writers by 5% the first year, 4% the second year, and 3.5% the third year. And then there will be certain residual bases and minimums will also get increases, but there's been no details on which ones yet. We're finally going to get more concrete transparency from streaming companies about actual, like, how much people actually view stuff when streaming, because it's just proprietary to that company. And we don't know, like, Netflix could say Stranger Things has had more views than anything else, but they could count the view as 5 seconds. Like when that little
Mm,
trailer plays when you highlight it.
mhm.
It's same like when you hear like the Tucker Carlson show on Twitter. It's like, oh, this has been viewed by 250 million people. But you could just literally be scrolling your feed, and if it plays for 5 seconds while you're scrolling, that counts as a view.
Yeah, it's so fucked.
They're also they haven't given details on this, but they're going to be bonuses based on that streaming stuff too. So it'll be written into writers' contracts that if, let's say, the writers for Netflix's One Piece, like, oh, this has been actually streamed for 100 million times at whatever 50 or 500,000 hours. Cool, we're going to give you a bonus based on that. There is going to be minimum staffing requirements in writers' rooms now, based on the length of a season. So if your show is only up to 6 episodes, you must have 3 writers hired. If it's 13 or more per season, you have to have 6 writers, which can include 3 writers producers.
That seems a little odd.
Instead of
Wait,
just
why?
hiring, yeah.
Like, depending on how big the show is, you have to have a you have to have a certain amount of hires.
Yeah, because what they were doing is saying okay, you're show running this show. You get a writer's room, but normal writers' rooms are like 8 to 10 people, and they were saying you get 2 people to write the show with. And
Oh, that makes
so they're saying we need more people in the writers' room. You need to let us
Mm.
hire writers, and so they're letting them hire more writers based on
Yeah,
the size of the show.
it
that makes
says
sense.
right
That
here,
makes sense.
one of the
Yeah.
biggest complaints among screenwriters going into negotiations was that in the era of streaming, TV seasons have gotten shorter and writers' rooms have shrunk, which means fewer opportunities for writers.
That
Right.
makes more sense. I was thinking like, I want to write a show. I really like this guy's idea, but I have to hire like 12 other writers to go with you and everything. But that's not how it's going to work. I'm thinking it from a different way. Like when you think of from a corporate section, they're going to be like, "Hey, we need 12 episodes, an hour long each. You can't give it to 4 people. You're going to need
Yeah,
extra
you need a
people."
lot of people to
Yeah.
write certain episodes, to throw ideas out. Like there's just nothing. There's no show right now. I mean, there's very few shows like that shitty The Weekend show, The Idol, had no writers room. But like every show has a writers
Yeah.
room. It's never just one person.
There's one line here, and Aaron, maybe help me understand this. It says the minimum employment of writers per episode applies to greenlighted shows, quote, unless a single writer is employed to write all the episodes of a season.
So, yeah, same kind of thing where like they would hire a showrunner who would get a writer or two to write the show, and then once they would get together for a couple weeks and write the season, and then those 2 writers would be let go basically. And so they're saying that unless it's an idle situation where one person gets to write the show, which just never happens, then these writers need to stay on through the entirety of the process instead
Got
of
it.
being let go early.
Okay.
Okay.
Because
That
what
makes
happens
sense.
is like you get on set and they need to make a cut. They ran out of time. The only people who know what's important to the story to cut or not are the writers. And the studios were like, no, you can't come on set. You can't do that. and like writers have to be on set to make calls like that. Like this is my story. You can't cut this scene, and so that's what they're saying, is that they're allowed to stay through longer on through the process. What they lost though is in editing. So in post, now they don't get writers' fees. They get like contractor fees because and they very rarely actually get to be in the studio making edits. Because again, they are the ones who wrote the story. They are the ones who should be consulted on what gets cut or not.
Okay. See, I didn't see that part. Um, and then the other big thing besides pay is the new rules that studios are going to follow for AI.
Mm-hmm.
So it regulates the studio's use of AI, but also provides flexibility to guild members. Companies must disclose to writers if any material given to a writer has been generated by AI or incorporates AI generated material according to the document. Um, I also saw a little more with this. Writers can choose to use AI, but they cannot be forced to by a studio.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And where is it? Stu's finding the rise of ChatGPT. Gotta find the other article. There was something that actually really talked about this a little better.
Okay.
Sorry.
No, I'm looking at the Gran Turismo movie.
Oh,
Had a 98 tomato score, and that's from the audience. So
mm.
yeah.
Let's see. So AI can also not be used to write or
Type.
rewrite skip scripts. Yeah, writers can choose to use AI tools, but they cannot be forced to. Oh yeah, so that's basically it. They don't have to. Uh, they don't have to use AI. Also, by doing this, it prevents the writer from losing out on a writing credit due to AI,
Mm-hmm.
which was one
Yeah.
really big concern from like when I watched Adam Conover talk about it, because they lose the credit. Cool, it means it doesn't go on their resume or IMDb because they can't prove they worked on it.
I mean, the studios were literally gearing up to write full shows and movies just with AI. Like, just no writer, just AI. So nobody would be credited for it. It's fucking crazy.
And then
Wow.
with it, so like I said, now this is going to go to all the members of the guild to vote on. It sounds like it's going to pass almost unanimously. Also, this is not anything to do with the Screen Actors Guild. That strike is still going on.
Set, yeah.
Right.
And I just saw that that might also move into video game voice actors.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
They
damn.
might strike too.
Yeah, because I believe it was Nolan and Troy who started the voice actors union back in like the Uncharted 3 Last of Us days. But yeah, they're thinking about doing that as well. They're thinking about striking.
They have
And shout out to Joe Biden for going to the fucking
yeah,
Oh, yeah, the front
to
lines
the
and
union.
shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
he was there, and
Nice.
like first sitting president to
First
stand
sitting
with the union.
president to ever stand with the workers and not with the companies.
So
But I
me and Donnie
thought
were
Trump stands with the workers. He's the man of the people.
me and Donnie were talking about that. There's the cynical side of us was like he might have showed up to this strike because of how he kind of fucked over the railroad strike.
Trump? Oh no, Biden.
Yeah.
Maybe.
degrees in this room.
But the SAG video game voice actors have actually voted to authorize a video game strike.
Nice.
So it's the first step to then go into striking.
Hmm.
Which hey, like all these voice actors, video game voice actors, animated show voice actors, they've given me years of entertainment. So yeah, pay them more. Like Donnie's watching One Piece in English and didn't realize Laura Bailey's in it.
Oh, no shit.
I think she was.
Oh, you mean the anime?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
I guess she's one of the dubbers. The dubskis. You know what character, Wes?
That's what I'm looking up because I forget who it is.
Side note, I finished One Piece live action and goddamn was that good. Watched the first episode of One Piece anime. Not quite there yet.
Which is fair. Like I get it.
Aaron's like, I know, I knew that.
Okay, so she plays.
just watch it in English.
Just watch
Okay.
it in English. Like have it on one monitor and play a game on the other one. Look over at some really good stuff because it is really good.
Okay.
She plays a character who I don't think you
Rim
haven't
shit,
met yet,
Starry.
Aaron.
Starry's taking a
Oh,
rim
okay,
shit.
she's later.
She's later, yeah.
Gotcha.
But like I just pulled up her just anime voiceovers and she has done a fuckload of anime.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It's also like looking up any voice actor, how much stuff they do, either anime or just US cartoons, and realize these guys get paid nothing compared to an actor who does a 15-minute cameo in a movie.
Damn, dude. First, yeah, I didn't start hearing about all the stuff Laura Bailey did, like before she did WoW, until I started watching Critical Role, and they were talking about it. Some of the stuff she was in.
But yeah, awesome for the writers. Awesome that and it's funny, shows are already starting about talking about coming back. It's starting
yeah.
with like talk shows, like
Any big
late
ones,
night
Wes,
stuff.
that you've heard?
If so, I think with the author with this new deal on the table, writers can start going back to work unless they vote this deal down. So like I saw that maybe Last Week Tonight is coming back this week. Like it's going to start with talk shows.
Yeah.
Just because they like Last Week Tonight has had months of just like pure gold content they can do. Like 4 episodes. I'm expecting 4 episodes on Trump when that starts up.
Yeah, right.
My theory is that Bill Maher said he was going to come back early despite the strike, and that's what scared people into signing, so that you could just a little more less Bill Maher.
Yeah.
Yeah. He like a few days after he said he was coming back, he rolled that back, saying like, "No, you know what? I won't come back." He pulled
Probably
the same
because
thing,
fucking Drew Barrymore got ripped up.
Oh man, yeah, she did.
and like how she says, "I didn't." I think she says something like, "I didn't realize how bad this was." And like, no, you got called out.
You're an idiot.
I mean, yeah, it's like
She married Tom Green, so
yeah,
she's questionable.
Is she still married to that guy?
No,
No.
Their marriage was not long lived.
It was like a year, maybe.
Mm.
Tom Green's like anti-Hollywood, living in the fields,
Yeah. He's out there with
working in a
Richard
log
Simmons.
cabin.
Out there with Richard Simmons.
Yeah. Did you see that, Nubs, about Pauly Shore is wanting to play Richard Simmons in a biopic?
Yes, I did see
And
that.
he's petitioning Richard Simmons to sign off on letting him do it. He did like side-by-side screenshots of like him trying to look like Richard Simmons and shit. And he's like, I found him. I know where he is. He's out there on a mountain somewhere. But he's still got a phone. And I'm going to fucking play this guy. You guys got to help me get him. It's so funny.
Pauly Shore's so weird.
So funny,
Pauly
dude.
Shore's like, this is my comeback, baby.
We got the new Rick and Morty voices.
Yeah, what do you guys think?
Oh,
You hear
yeah.
I didn't think it was bad. They sound fairly.
They sound
close.
identical. The thing is that Rick and Morty are not
Hard.
anyone can do Rick and Morty.
Yeah.
Everyone
Right.
has a Rick and Morty.
Right.
Yeah.
He's not a talented voice actor.
Like the only time I really noticed it wasn't him was whenever Morty would yell or Rick would talk quiet. It just sounded
I thought it
just
sounded
different.
fine.
I'm not saying it sounds bad or anything. It'll be great. It'll be passable. It'll be
Super close. Yeah, like when I
Yeah.
listened to them, they were like super, super, super close. Like if
Watched a side by side.
I watched the side by side. If I didn't have the side by side, I couldn't tell.
Yeah,
telling you right now.
exactly.
If side by side wasn't there, I couldn't tell. But I swear, because I had the side by side, I was looking at. I could hear the difference between the two.
Mm-hmm. And it's just like so slight.
That's so slight.
It's so slight. That's like I can tell that that's someone else, but like I
Do I
actually
care?
really don't care. It sounds
Yeah.
fine.
So now I have guilt-free Rick and Morty again.
Yay. Yay. But can you watch the old stuff? Are they going to revoice the old stuff?
No.
I just don't like hearing a dude's voice who called little girls jailbait.
Yeah,
It's
right.
just creepy. Like I want to watch Rick and Morty, old Rick and Morty, but like every time he talks, I'll just be like, ugh. That's so gross.
Yeah.
I just saw a thing that
It's hard to detach.
I don't know if the article was like old or not, but Dan Harmon supposedly recently said that he hasn't really spoken with Justin since like 2018. Like it's been a long time since they've actually like spoken.
That's crazy.
I think I saw that on. I think I saw
Kiwi,
that
what's up,
today on
Kiwi?
IGN. Yeah. Dan Harmon says he hasn't spoken to Justin Roiland since 2019.
Mm.
I love Dan Harmon.
Let's see.
Bring back Community.
You know, did you guys ever hear about him getting canceled and then actually apologizing
Yes.
well enough to get forgiven
Yeah.
and uncanceled?
You actually told me that, Aaron.
Not Roiland, Harmon.
Harmon,
Oh
yeah.
yeah. I remember like
He
I
went on his
remember
little
that
show.
when people hated him for a while, and then he.
Yeah.
Because I remember you talking to me about Harmon Quest and stuff, and then you brought it up. Yeah, that was
The
crazy.
lady, the woman that he did that to, and then apologized, is Mac's assistant from Always Sunny.
Oh, really?
In real life, like Mac.
Yeah.
The act. What's it?
What's his? I
his
can't
name?
remember his.
Rob.
Rob.
She's Rob McElhenney's assistant. That's her.
Damn.
And she's also she wrote like 3 episodes of this last season of Always Sunny too.
Oh shit.
Pretty crazy.
Damn.
That's crazy.
That is wild stuff. Dodrio.
Is that all you had for news?
That was
You got
all I
more?
had for news.
Oh wow. Did
yeah,
you catch? Sorry.
I was gonna say it was like I said, there's some very big news, but there wasn't a lot of news this week.
Yeah.
Like there was little things I could talk about, like Nubs brought it up, but the Diablo Call of Duty crossover.
Yeah.
Both Activision. You expect it.
But like if
Yeah,
you're
I
gonna
don't know
do
why I
that,
thought
why
that
not
was-
just do like a demon hunter and a rogue or something? Not Lilith and fucking
Ariel.
Ariel, yeah.
Is Ariel gonna have big old fucking wings?
Yeah.
I was gonna ask Aaron how his Liza P playthrough is going.
Good. I took a couple days off to, I went back to Starfield because I'm going to try to do a Starfield like analysis video.
Oh, nice.
So I went back to play a little bit and record and wrote this script. And then, I'm kind of on the tail end of that project where I went back to Liza P because I think that's going to be my next one.
Oh, sweet.
And man, it's hard. Those games are so hard, like if you don't play for a couple days, you forget the timing of everything, like I was really good when I stopped playing it, and I went back, and this enemy that I just nailed, it took me like 2 hours to figure out how to get them. And I just had to do it all over. I just had to relearn all of it, like just when to dodge and all of his attacks. And so Yeah, it's good. It's going good. I just I had to relearn it a little bit, and then Cyberpunk's been out too. So
Oh
like,
yeah,
yeah,
there's too much.
Oh no, we have this
Too
problem
much
of too many
tuna.
good games.
hmm
That's the problem though. When you have too many good games at one time like that, you neglect one or two of them,
You
and
have
then
to.
you kind of fade off of it, and you really don't revisit it until much later.
Yeah.
You guys remember Diablo 4?
Yeah, I said good games.
Isn't season 2 supposed to start coming out already soon?
Y'all remember Baldur's Gate 3?
Yes, I do because I still play Baldur's Gate 3
Definitely
time to
remember.
time.
Dude,
Y'all
Baldur's
remember
is
Harry
still
Potter
banging.
Legacy?
I do remember Harry Potter.
I need to go back and actually finish that.
Yeah, me too.
I, mean,
I'm so surprised you guys didn't finish.
I just got burnt out in
100%,
the last
baby.
section.
Yeah, I finished the fuck out of that game.
That game would be pregnant. I finished it so hard.
I just started. We got the kids' big versions of the Harry Potter books, and I started reading Harry Potter to Vivian at night. We got
Nice.
through the first chapter of Sorcerer's Stone.
You got the
Nice.
big illustrated ones?
Yeah, like the ones that have like pictures
Yeah.
every now and then.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're
That's cool.
yeah, they're like the kids' versions.
All right, should we wrap up?
It's like that ended abruptly. Yeah, I think it's a good time to wrap. Rappity rap. Let's see. We're going to go see Wanderlust because I have to see where my character falls in his he had people submit characters nubs for Skyrim, for his Skyrim multiverse, where you could like, make up a character and tell him how to play it and all kinds of stuff, put a whole thing together, and then you put it in his Discord, and then he did a voting. He had everybody vote on all the ones, and I created Venkman, and I did a whole bunch of like shit that I pulled from like my D&D character and from like other things, and I was in second place by three votes when I checked. And there was like a good amount of entries. There was like 10 or 13, 10. Yeah, I think it was like 10 to 12 maybe entries in there. And I was like second, and I was like, holy shit.
That's pretty badass, dude. I hope you. So you don't know if you got it or not?
No,
Let's go over then. Check out.
I don't know if
I gotta go.
You got a
Sorry,
what?
No, go on.
I was gonna say I don't know. I gotta pop in a stream and then see, like, if he's picking a few characters to load in to the multiverse, or if it's just one.
Gotcha.
Because I know Servo submitted a character too that was in third place when I checked, and I was like, nice.
Well, let's wrap it on up, boys.
Yep. Raid Ski is on the way.
I gotta go bed early. Well, I'm gonna go watch an episode of Severance with Devin now that I.
Oh, nice.
For some odd reason, my Apple TV wasn't working yesterday, so
Uh,
we're gonna watch it tonight.
Good night, Kiwi. Good night, Starry. Good night, everybody. Thanks for hanging out. We love you. I don't know what's going to happen tomorrow night. We'll probably decide at the last minute again. And then next week, I'm not going to be around because hopefully I get my surgery.
Let's go.
So.
Well, hope you feel better, man. I hope you get your surgery done and everything.
Dude, me too. I'm gonna be so fucking mad if I'm like real bad when it comes to that shit. I was looking up online too, like they're like if you have like a normal cold, most times they could like still do the surgery, but if you have like any type of viral or anything, then it's like nope. Get fucked until you're better. So, we'll see. All right, everybody, have a good night. Bye.
I actually, oh my god, I'm interviewing tomorrow.